All right, fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with black privilege. And in this video here, we're going to be talking about The Flash, Season 2, Episode 5. And in this episode here, I can honestly say I really like this episode. Basically, this was the episode where Earth 2 version of Harrison Wells got revealed to Team Flash. And basically, that was really the only thing that really happened in this episode. And besides that, I want to say Cisco's powers, or his secret behind his powers, he was forced to tell everybody else because Harrison Wells pulled his card on it. But basically, this episode, you had a lot of back and forth between Harrison Wells and Team Flash. And then they also had to deal with a new metahuman pop-up. And that was Barry's ex, the one girl he was trying to date, you know, and I want to say season 1, like halfway in. Basically, her Earth 2 counterpart came up and she had these light-based powers, and they pretty much, it kind of sort of felt like an older version of The Flash. You know, you had a new metahuman popped up, and Harrison Wells was like, no, look, I got to help you deal with this problem, you know, because we got to, you know, say, fuck this, you know, this metahuman, you know, we got to deal with that quick because we got to worry about Zoom. Zoom is the primary threat. And I like the fact that the difference between, let's say, Harrison Wells from Earth 2 and Earth 1, they were almost like night and day different characters, you know, or at least, you know, I'm going to say Harrison Wells, the man who looked like Harrison Wells, because, you know, Harrison Wells, you know, in Earth 1 was probably a nice guy, and Harrison from Earth 2 was a dick. And they actually make fun of that when I think when he was talking to I want to say Barry about something, and Cisco was basically like, our Harrison Wells is evil, but you're pretty much a dick. And basically I like that about Harrison Wells. I was kind of worried how they were going to bring I'm not going to say his character, but bring the actor back on the show after they killed him off. And this was a great way to do it. They basically told him to act as a different character, and he's more frank, he's more direct, he's more in your face about stuff, and not, let's say, the super scientist, nerdy, smart guy who's gonna figure stuff out. He's smart, he's nerdy, and all that kind of sort of stuff. Like, he knows his shit, but at the same time, he's more frank, he's more direct, he's more deal with the problem at hand. Like, every time Barry or Cisco or Caitlin will come up and they'd be like, oh, we don't trust you because of this kind of sort of stuff. And he was like, look, I'm not the guy you knew. Apparently, I mean, from what you told me, he wasn't the guy who I looked like. So look, I'm not him. So let's like, can we bypass all this bullshit and get down with the problem at hand? like he's that kind of character. And I love that because it's kind of sort of throws you, as a viewer, it throws you a curveball, because you're expecting him to be like how he was in season 1, and he's not. He's almost like on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. And other things that happened, other things I liked. I really liked how when Joe walked in there, Joe basically walked into Team Flash's spot at Star Labs and seen Earth 2 Harrison Wells, and he just instantly drew his gun and like busted off 3 shots at him. You know, he wasn't wasting no time. Joe does not play no games. But really did like that. And then I think Barry had to catch the bullets, and he actually talked to Joe and was basically like, look, it's not the same person. And basically they were cool throughout the rest of the episode, but they still don't trust him. You know, obviously they don't trust him. And also for another reason. Basically, the man who was conveniently missing in the last episode, Earth 2 Flash, he didn't like Harrison Wells from his Earth. For some reason, they got into it and they talked about it a little bit more, is that on Earth 2, Harrison Wells was the cause of all of their metahuman problems with the whole, the whole metahuman thing that they have over there. And instead of, let's say, acknowledging the fact that, hey, I'm the cause, I'm going to try to fix it kind of sort of thing, kind of what Earth 1 Harrison Wells did, or Reverse Flash, as to say, not Harrison Wells. But he basically took the other route and was like, look, we got this metahuman problem. I got this new app that's going to let you know where they at. So, you know, he kind of exploited the situation a little bit. Earth 2 Flash tried to, catch up, or not catch up with him, but talk to him about it when he was developing this new app, like the one I just mentioned, and he was doing a press release about it. And Earth 2 Harrison Wells played it off like, oh, it's just whatever, or, I'm not the cause of anything. Like he was lying his ass off. But I think something else happened in between them, because when they met and they were, he immediately jumped into Team Flash and was like, yo, look, you can't trust this guy. He lied about this. He lied about this. He lied about this. And they're like, yeah, we don't trust him. But at the same time, we need his help to stop this metahuman. And at the same time, we need his help to stop Reverse Flash. Not Reverse Flash, Zoom. And the catch is that Earth 2 Flash, for whatever reason, is looking at Barry like, hey, look, man, you don't understand how strong Zoom is. You're not ready. And Earth 2 Harrison Wells is saying, hey, look, he's a whole lot faster than you are. He's better than you. We gotta take Zoom out now before he gets stronger. That's his whole thing. But I think something happened between the two, because when Team Flash was agreeing to work with Earth 2 Harrison Wells, Earth 2 Flash kind of was like, hey, look, I can't support that. I can't be involved. Like he got extremely butthurt and left. So also during the course of that, they had a little argument back and forth where they actually like fought for a little bit. Basically, Earth 2 Harrison Wells called Earth 2 Flash a coward, because he was always playing on the defensive and running from Zoom rather than trying to take Zoom out and actually stop him. Every time they would get together, Zoom would always try to kill him. So he saw that as, you're running away from the problem. You're not meeting the problem head on. So he called him a coward because of that. And I think that was somewhat true, because otherwise Earth 2 Flash wouldn't have got so butthurt. But it is what it is. It makes for a good, character dynamic between the two. Although I really do think that something happened to cause Earth 2 Harrison Wells to be on the offensive, because they didn't show like why he's in Earth 1. They're just basically saying, oh, these metahumans are coming over here. I got to stop them. So I think Zoom might have did something in Earth 2 to trigger his thinking that way. And I think I know what it is, because at the end of the episode, they basically showed Zoom without that vibration filter effect on his character. And basically in Earth 2, he has kidnapped Harrison Wells' daughter for some reason, and I'm assuming Harrison Wells knows that, and that's the reason why he's coming after Zoom. But they didn't say that for sure. That's just my speculation on it. Also, another speculation I have, because I know the TV show is going in a completely different direction than, let's say, the comic books. Because I know the name Zoom has gone to a few people in the comic books. The way they're taking the show, and they don't have nothing in the show that supports this, by the way. This is just pure speculation on my part. I honestly think that Zoom. Let me reword my characters correctly. Or words carefully, not characters correctly. Let me talk like I got some damn sense. But I honestly think that either Zoom is going to be either maybe another person that they haven't shown yet, or I honestly think he's going to be Earth 2 Barry. And the only reason I say that is because, not because they've shown you anything in the show, it's just that Zoom's costume is Flash's costume, just painted black with some other accents and a scarier mask. He has the Flash logo on his chest. He has the little lightning marks on the waist and on the head and everything. So it's like he's wearing the Flash's outfit. So that's why I think in Earth 2, I think that Zoom is either a meta-human version of Barry from Earth 2, when instead of good, he's bad. He's either, Earth 2's evil Barry, or he is, let's say, Barry from another alternate universe that became the Flash. And basically he tried to pull a Jet Li like the One and was like, I'm going to eliminate all the other Flashes, so I'm strong as shit. So that's what I think they're going to do. Honestly, I really do think that he's Barry. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. about the episode. Who do you think the Zoom is? I'm always willing to debate in the comments. So if you guys want to talk about Flash or any superhuman, TV show, comic book show, comic book movie, anything, please do hit me up down there. And as always, my name is Denonu, the man with black privilege, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.